are talking about the golden rule of inequalities. And this is just solving inequalities in one variable. So it'll just be an X, or just a Y, or just a B. Okay, only one variable at a time. Okay, remember that a solution to an inequality is a number that makes the inequality true. Okay, does anybody remember what the fancy word for make an equation true, or equation or inequality?
Simple.
Starts with an S? Yeah.
Satisfies.
Satisfies. So we can say that a solution satisfies. Okay, the other day on your video, I did spell satisfies wrong. I spelled it with a Y, and I promise I know that it was wrong. I just had a brain fart. So I'm sorry, but my mistake is forever on the internet. So you guys should love that. Okay. Does -2 satisfy this inequality? This is a review problem. So we have to take -2 and substitute it in for the x. So what operation is happening between the -8 and the x? It's multiplying, right? So when you're writing it, don't do this. Because what does this look like? It looks like subtracting. So make sure you put it in parentheses so that we can tell that you're multiplying. Okay, and then we're adding 1, and we want to know, is that greater than, is that greater than, oh my God, I did it again. Is that greater than or equal to 17? We don't know, we're testing it. Okay, so a negative times a negative makes a positive. 8 times 2 is 16. And then add 1. 17. So is this inequality true?
No. Yes. Yes, it is, because 17 can't be greater than or equal to.
It doesn't have to do both. It just has to do one or the other to be true. It can't be both. So I could say,
can I please have Obama to the office? He will return.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I could say, stand up if you have on a black shirt or a blue shirt. You're not going to have both, right? Or I mean, you could, but you don't have to. It could be either. Yes, it says greater than or equal to. So it's equal to, so it's true.
Didn't we on our other notes?
Greater than.
Well, no, I understand that, like, that part, but in our other notes, didn't you just use it?
We had a different symbol. We had this symbol. So we're switching the symbols around, getting some variety. Okay. Okay, good question. So we say, yes, -2 satisfies the inequality because it made it true. Yep. Okay. This is our golden rule for inequalities, guys. Okay, does anybody think that they know what goes in these blanks? Has to do with a negative.
Oh, when you multiply or divide on both sides on an inequality by a negative number,
Yes.
the equality symbol
Yes.
changes.
Yes. Okay, so when you multiply or divide both sides of an inequality by a negative number, The inequality symbol must be flipped. If you want to say changed, you can say changed. Okay, so for most of us, that's all our teacher ever told us. And we just memorized it and tried to make it work. Okay, that's what my teacher did, and I just had to memorize it. But I want to show you why so that it helps you remember. Okay, so I have here just a really simple inequality. There aren't any variables in it. It's like, well, duh, 8 is greater than -2. So the first thing I want you to do is label which side is the big side. Right? It's the left. Okay, so now we have to multiply or divide by a negative number. What do you guys want to do? Okay, let's pick a number that divides 8 or 2 evenly. Okay, so -2. Divide both sides by -2. I like it. So a positive divided by a negative makes a negative. So that's a -4. Okay. And then what's -2 over -2? What kind of one?
+1.
+1, because the negative sign's canceled. Okay, so now which side is the big side? The 1, right? Does everybody see what happened? Because we multiplied or divided by a negative number, we changed which side is the big side. So we have to flip the inequality symbol so that our inequality is still true. Okay? Multiplying or dividing both sides of an inequality by a negative number changes which side is the big side. You can say bigger. It feels like a lot of line for just 3 letters. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, any questions about this? Does this kind of help? Do you want to try multiplying to see if it still works?
No.
Okay, you guys believe me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we convinced everybody. So now we're just going to put this into practice. All right, so we have to solve all of these little inequalities. They're cute little 1, 2, and 3 steppers. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, we want them to have the same solution. Y is less than 4. Okay, but we're only going to pick the ones that match. So before we solve, let's draw what this looks like. Okay, so what does this look like? Here's 0. Here's 4. Here's -4. What kind of dot am I going to put on 4?
Close.
Open dot. Okay, because it can't be equal to, right?
Wait, my question is, okay, never mind. I thought the same thing last time. I failed.
Yeah.
Okay, so which way do we shade if it's less than?
Towards -4.
Okay, to the left, toward -infinity, toward the -4, and beyond. Okay, don't forget to shade the arrow. So this is this one. Okay. All right. Remember the golden rule. Remember the golden rule. It changes which side is the big side. So, how do we get the y alone? Divide by what kind of 6?
Negative.
A negative.
Gasping.
Gasping. Okay, so these cancel, and I get y is greater than, because I have to flip. I changed which side was the big side. Oops, flip just has 1 p. Okay, -24 divided by -6 is +4. Is that a match?
Oh, no.
It is not, but if I forgot to flip, would I think that it was?
Yes.
Yeah, so the flip is really important. Okay? Okay, next. How do I get the y alone? Add 6. I add 6 to the left, add 6 to the right. Hey, I'm hearing like a lot of side conversation. Okay, these cancel and I get y is less than 4.
Whoa.
Did we have to flip on that one?
No.
No, because we didn't multiply or divide by a negative number. We just added 6. Okay. Is that a match?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, next. What do we do first?
You subtract 20 from each side.
Okay, so someone said divide, someone said subtract 20.
Add 20.
Okay, we can add 20. Subtracting 20 from both sides isn't illegal, it just wouldn't be as helpful as adding 20, okay? This would also be one where you could divide first. They don't always divide first nicely, but this one does. Would you like to see that or just add 20s? Okay,
Add 20.
we'll add 20s. If you want to see what the dividing by 2 looks like early, hey guys, thanks. If you want to see what that looks like later, just let me know, I'll show you. Okay, 2y is less than negative 12 plus 20, that's 8, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
can you
well,
divide by 2 in your head? Do I flip?
No. But
Okay.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Did I divide by a negative? Okay. False alarm, no flipping. No signs were flipped during this inequality solving. Okay, is this a match? It is. That's a match. All right. Okay. What do we do here? We want to get the y's alone on their side. Add 4 to the right, add 4 to the left. I've got 16 is less than 4y. Divide both sides by 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4.
Why?
These cancel.
Why is it not greater than 4? It cannot be.
We have to flip.
Okay, so I tried to trick you by using the less than symbol, but you all figured out that y is on the wrong side, right?
What I do is I flip the side with the y. So you see how it's open on the y? And you do
Yes.
the y on the other side.
Okay, perfect. So we can rewrite it with the y on the left as long as the alligator is still eating the y.
Yeah, my math teacher last year, he told us that the variable should always be on the left.
This is mathematically true, but this is better math manners. Does that make sense? This is still correct, but this is the convention. Yes.
This is your math.
Yes. Okay, is this a match? No.
And
Okay,
yeah, but y will still be greater than 4.
so keeping in mind that the title of today's notes is all about the golden rule for inequalities. I want you guys to see if you can find the error. So I want you to work with your elbow partner,
Dang minute.
okay? If you don't have an elbow partner, you can steal someone else's or just crash their elbow partner party. I want you to see if you can find the mistake. There is a mistake. Okay, at home you're gonna find the mistake too, and then so pause the video and then restart with me. Okay, here we go. So, hello. Hey, we have to describe. Hey. Excuse me. Okay, we have to describe the error and correctly solve it. Okay, so how did they get rid of the 2 that was on this side?
They brought it over to
Or, sorry, they got rid of the 5. My bad.
They brought the 5 over to the 2.
Okay, so hey! What? Why? All right, so we're subtracting the 5 from both sides. So I've got 5 minus 8x is less than or equal to 2 plus x. Subtract the 5 from both sides. Okay, that gives us negative 8x. Okay, is less than or equal to negative 3 plus x. Now, how did they get rid of that x? They subtracted it from both sides. Okay, these cancel. What does this give us? Negative 9x is less than or equal to negative 3. Now what?
Now you have to divide.
Now I have to divide. What am I dividing by? A negative number. So what do I need to remember to do? Flip. Okay, so I'm going to flip my inequality symbol. Okay, what happens to the negatives when negative 3 gets divided by negative 9?
It just won't vary.
Yeah, okay, so if you get a calculator, okay, and you do negative 3 divided by negative 9, you guys are going to want to see this because it's going to help you for the rest of the year. Okay, we get a positive number, but we also get a decimal that goes on forever. Okay, but if I want a fraction, I can use the calculator to change it into a fraction. I can go to math and pick number 1, frac. I just hit math, enter, and then enter again. And it changes it into a fraction for me.
Wait, can I just put down the decimal?
Nope. That's why I showed you how to do this, so you can do it. Okay, let me show you something else. Ready? So I've got negative 3. Just kidding. Yeah, that was right. Okay, negative 3 divided by negative 9. Hey, my negatives are canceling. They're turning positive. Okay. Is there anything that my 3 on top and my 9 on the bottom have in common that I can divide out of my numerator and my denominator? A 3. So I'm dividing the top by 3. I'm dividing the denominator by 3. What is 3 divided by 3? 1. What is 9 divided by 3? 3. Did I answer your question? Hey, I can't hear the question.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Go.
So you guys have 3 from the 2 and the negative 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then when you bring it down, so you would do negative 9 plus 9, which will cross out. And then you would do negative 3 plus 9.
We're dividing, not adding.
So we can
This is the this is the LCM.
I can't do it.
This
divided by 9. Oh.
This is multiplying, so we're dividing to undo the multiplying. You with us?
Wait, divided by negative 9.
Dividing by negative 9.
Kara, dear, you did it. You did it.
Okay, glad we got that cleared up. No, we didn't get it cleared up?
That's tragic.
How did you get 9 from 8 and 8? I know it's a 1. I know it's a 1 right there.
Okay,
But it says minus.
so I'm going to borrow $8 from you
Okay.
today. And tomorrow I'm borrowing another $1. How much of your money do I owe you?
I know, but I thought that was a minus sign.
It is.
That's negative. But if it's 2 negatives.
That's when you're multiplying. A negative times a negative, you get a positive. If I add 2 negative numbers, I just get a bigger negative number. Okay? Okay. All right, these are good questions. So the 1/3 was right, but what was wrong? Forgot to flip the inequality symbol.
No. Don't even do that. BFFR. You did. We literally figured it out. We already know everything popular.
Okay, did we describe? Did we correctly solve? Okay, then we're done. Okay, so are we just going to be able to eyeball this problem and see what the answer should be?
No, not really.
Probably not, especially when we're talking about dividing by negatives and flipping signs and stuff. Okay, so we have to solve this and then pick the right graph. Okay, so we want all of the x's on one side. So I'm going to add 4x to both sides. Okay, I've got 2 minus x is greater than 4. Okay, this is a positive 2. How are we going to get rid of a positive 2?
You've got to subtract.
Subtract. Okay, don't forget to bring down the negative with your x. I have a negative with my x. It's supposed to be greater than 2. Do I want x or the opposite of x?
The opposite.
What do I want, not what do I have?
You divide it.
You divide it by the negative.
Okay, that negative is a -1, right? So I'm dividing by a -1 on both sides, which means I get to use the the golden rule and flip. So I'm going to flip my inequality symbol, and I get x is less than -2.
What's that number? What's that number? Where's this? Is that 9?
That's a -1.
Where's the 9 go?
If I owe you $5 and I pay you back $4, how much do I still owe you? Yeah, I don't owe you 9. Okay. I want you to pick the right symbol. The right graph. So first of all, are there any that we can eliminate because they have the wrong kind of dot? Think about it. Think about it before you yell it out. Don't yell it out yet. Okay. I'm coming to you. This is your redemption round.
Oh,
Ready?
no.
Which 2 can we eliminate?
1.
Yes? And? IV is 4. Yes. We're going to eliminate 1 and 4 because they have the wrong kind of dot. We don't want a filled-in dot. We want an open dot.
You only get filled in dot when it's equal.
Right. Or, yeah. All right. Which one of these is less than -2? 2. Yes. Okay. Home stretch. Oh, shoot. 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 Sorry. We have to solve for m. Justify our solutions, and then we're going to graph. So, all of the m's need to go to one side. I put a 12m and a -12m because I wanted to talk about this. Is anyone fighting the urge right now to cross these out and cancel them? Okay, but the problem with that is one is positive and the other is negative. So can I actually do that? No. Okay, good. Perfect. So fight the urge. All right. I want all of my m's over here. So I'm going to add 12m to both sides. Aren't you glad we didn't cancel them?
Yes.
Because there's actually 24 m's.
And bank account.
Okay? Greater than or equal to 48. Which property did we use? Addition what? Yes.
I don't understand.
Addition POE. That's what I'm putting. She knows what
Right here.
Here, bro.
I need that. Gonna put the dots though.
Yep.
Can we just write combine like that? But you can just write that.
We did not combine like terms. We used the addition property of equality to add the same thing to both sides.
I have good fire.
Sorry.
Hi. Can I help you find something?
No, it's fire inspection.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes.
How to put P-O-E.
You can put POE.
She knows yeah.
We didn't start the fire. Okay.
Alright.
So. That made me really nervous. I was like, what did I do? Okay, we got to get rid of that negative 24. How do we get rid of this negative 24? Okay. Okay.
No, it's okay.
Okay, what allows us to add the same thing to both sides? It's the same one again. Addition property of equality. Okay, now what? Okay, divide both sides by 24. What is 72 divided by 24?
That's a great question.
3. Should I have flipped my inequality symbol? No, because that 24 was positive, not negative. Okay, so what property did I use? Okay, go ahead and graph it.
Oh my god.
Yep. Okay, what kind of dot?
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
It's a
Or equal to.
close
It's a closed dot because of the or equal to.
I'm shaking.
Okay, here. If you didn't remember, anything that has an equal sign in it, like any of these three, have a shaded dot, right? Okay, kind of looks like a little face. Okay, if there isn't an equal sign in it, it's an open dot. Here, ooh, I can make this cuter.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. This one's like this. This one's like this. Oh, it's hilarious.
Because she's showing this on.
I'm showing, okay, this one. This one.
No, that's a ghost. Do you know what ghost is?
Okay, thank God that wasn't on the video. I was off screen. Okay, so, all right, so here's 3, here's 0, here's -3, closed dot. Which way do we shade?
To the right.
To the right, to the right,
Oh,
to
yeah.
the right, to the right. And don't forget to shade the
I think the
arrow.
whole thing you have to do.
All right, that's it.